Oh, here we go. Alright, I got my pistol. Now I'm zooming. But yeah, I'm the type of broke where I call it disabled broke. So, disabled broke, for anyone who's wondering, anyone who doesn't know, disabled broke is basically where you have to be broke so that you can afford your medical costs. It's like, if I had money, my medical costs would be so high that I actually would have less money than if I'm broke. It's a paradox.
That's very relatable. I'm also a ward of the state, as they say, completely reliant on my state medical insurance.
I will say, thanks to state insurance, I got my wheelchair for free. I wouldn't have been able to afford a wheelchair otherwise. So, shout out to the California healthcare system for being both absolutely ass, but also getting me a free wheelchair.
Yeah, you know, it's not as bad as, like, it works. Hey, I got a heart out of it, you know?
Oh, hell yeah, good for you. I like to jokingly say sometimes that I have government-supported titties because the government pays for my hormones.
Yeah.
They're free. The hormones are free for me, so that means that the government wants this.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get my government hormones for a while, so.
Oh, that's too bad.
A little sad.
That is sad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Part of the public health, yeah. In America, you have this weird thing where it's like, if you have enough money to live, you might not have enough money to pay for healthcare, which doesn't make sense, but it also is just how our country works. I just am reading what Lotus is saying. Okay, thank you, Lotus.
Thank you, Mommy Lotus.
I've talked to my girlfriend before about, like, the thing that I really want to get her is a good job with good insurance, because I want her to be able to get certain health stuff figured out. I don't want her to have to deal with some of the bullshit. But yeah, she works in basically, she's a teacher. Love teachers. Shout out to teachers. But she works for a job that tries to do, like, private school, and the private school's approach is, what if we did Uber for schools? So it's like a gig school. So
okay, understand. Yeah.
So she's like paid per hour, and they just don't pay her in the summer, and they just basically force her to have 2 to 3 weeks of unpaid time every summer, and they're just like, yeah, you can totally survive without money for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yep. Gig schools. You know it's American when we say we have gig schools now. Oh, I got some more stuff from Darvo. Thank you, Darvo. I got a Burst On, a Morphix, and Polymer, and Alloy.
Why is he here?
I don't know what any of these do. The Polymer looks like, has anyone ever seen Lego cars with their suspension systems?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It does look like that.
Okay, so if I go to the foundry, I can make a Burst On?
Yep.
Okay.
You should be able to. I don't know. You might not have all of the materials for it yet.
It says I do. It just says I have to wait 12 hours.
Yeah, that's part of the whole thing. Weapons take 12 hours, and Warframes, they each part you have to build, which there's 4 parts. All of those will take 12 hours, and then once you have all the parts, you put the parts together, and that takes 3 days.
Oh, okay. So it's like time gated, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, you know, part of the whole monetization thing, but also it's like there's so much to do if you start it cooking and then you come back in a couple days. There's more other stuff that you can be doing in the meantime.
Yeah, we're doing TV dinners here. We don't have to watch the food. We just put it in the microwave and wait. Oh, I have to do mastery rank up, and then I have new missions. Mastery rank up. It says mastery rank up I have to do alone. Okay.
That's perfect, because I got to go use the facilities.
All right.
So have fun with that, with your super hard test. It's going to be so hard. It's going to be crazy.
I like it
Just
hard,
kidding. It's
so
probably
I'll be fine.
I got it. Yes. Amazing. Have fun. I'll be back.
All right. Sounds good. No, Moaz. We got to leave it forever infested. It's part of the ambiance.
Be a master of all their weapons. Prove yourself with your primary weapon.
Oh, I have to shoot stuff? Okay. Yeah. Hey, look. if you know, you know. Sometimes it's a disabled person, you can't do all your chores. And so sometimes you have the pile that is like the infested pile. It's been there for too long, but it's kind of a nice resource because you know how it works, even though it makes no sense to anyone else. So, you know, it's your little it's your little crap pile. And the crap pile has its job, and you gotta love the crap pile for being a crap pile. You gotta be thankful for the crap pile. Just make sure your crap pile doesn't include certain things that need to be regularly cleaned. That's the one thing you gotta make sure you don't do. You gotta make sure that your pile does not have things that require being cleaned at all times. As I always said, crap piles are totally a-okay. You don't always have to hyper clean everything, especially if you're like have difficulty with cleaning because of whatever personal reasons. But just make sure that the things that actually require being hygienic stay hygienic. Because I knew one girl, and she was my roommate briefly, and she had I got a slab, and she had a crap pile like everyone does. The thing is though her crap pile included her adult toys, which meant that they were not hygienic, and you don't want to do that to yourself. So if you do have a crap pile, just make sure it doesn't include things that need hygienic cleaning, please. A crap pile is like, how do I explain it? It's kind of like a junk drawer. Have you ever been over to like an older white woman's house? She has that one drawer full of like ketchup packets and Parmesan packets, and it makes no sense. It's just fucking there. It's the place where things go to die, but also is kind of your nice little weird pile. It's kind of your little corner. It's your little hoard. You kind of just like sit on your little hoard. And most people have a crap pile somewhere in the house, unless they're like a really good cleaner. They usually have like one spot where things go to die if they have no place for anything else. That's the best way I can explain it. Some people have a crap pile for their clothes because they don't know they don't like doing their laundry. Some people have a crap pile for condiments. It could be everything. My crap pile is my, I have a shelf at the top of my closet where like my stuff that is not hangable goes, and I don't have a lot of I don't have an easy time with hand-eye coordination because I have like hand cramps. So my crap pile is basically just all my underwear thrown into a pile with my socks. So whenever I need to find underwear or socks, it's basically a journey of like going on a quest of I Spy and trying to figure out which one's which. Your book drawer? Hell yeah. You gotta find your hiding spot. I used to have a crap drawer when I was living at home where I couldn't like, because I grew up in a very like not safe for trans people home. So if I wanted to have like my basically gay stuff, the way I hid it is there was a spot in our room that we always had to keep a Bible, and like the Bible was not supposed to be moved. And I found a way to tuck stuff behind it and then basically push the Bible into it, so that way the stuff would like be kind of like half down the drawer. And so my mom would never move the Bible because that was against her faith, because it was a whole thing. You were only supposed to pick it up if you wanted to read it, and each person had their own. So that meant that I could hide all my gay stuff behind it because she would never move it. And so basically, yeah, it was sort of like the Bible and then the lesbian stuff. And yeah, that's how I got away with shit. And she never found it. I even found ways to like fold clothes and hide them back there. It was a whole thing. Here, kids are smart. You think your kid's not able to hide things from you? They will find a way, especially if you do not have a safe household for them. If your kid doesn't feel safe in the home, they will find ways to hide shit. That's just the reality. People always think their kids are like not hiding stuff. That's just how it works. I think that's part of being a kid, is wanting to hide stuff. What are my abilities?
Wanting to hide stuff?
Yeah, I was talking to your chat about when you have gay stuff and you live in a household that's not pro-gay, so you have to figure out a way to like squirrel it away.
Real, yep.
Yep. Also, magnetize the bones of nearby enemies? It's not how bones work, but okay. I'm trying to read my abilities because I've barely been using them because everyone else is just killing shit before I get there, so I'm trying to understand what's actually happening. Enclose the target in a magnetic field that ensnares nearby enemies and deals damage over time. Okay. Oh, nice. Hide stuff inside dolls? Damn, that's another level. Good for you.
Yeah, Inside Dolls is pretty tricky.
I'm fine either way. I struggle with gaming, so I would probably slow everyone down if everyone was trying to match my speed. So I don't mind.
That's okay.
I don't mind either way.
You know, especially in the early stuff, it's good for you to, you know, get a hang of how to do the things, and, you know, it's more fun that way too.
Okay. I don't know if that's true or not because I've never played video games before, so I will take your word for it. But so growing up, just to finish what I was saying to Moaz, we only had 2 smartphones, and everyone had to share them, so no one had their own phone. So that meant that if you wanted to use the phone and like be on the internet, you had to be really careful because everything was shared. And so I learned how to mask internet addresses, so that way I could go to certain sites to like read certain things I wanted to read. But then I had to make sure I scrubbed it properly before the next person got it. So that way I could keep my queer adventures online on the down low. And it actually taught me a lot about internet safety.
So how did the test go? I
shot shit.
Did you pass?
Yeah, I did pass. Basically, I just ooh-wooed all over them and they just fell over. It wasn't that difficult.
Real. We love to ooh-woo.
The twink mushroom with a dumpy. God, this game was made by queers. And I love that.
The twink mushroom with a dumpy. Yep.
Only queer people would look at a mushroom and be like, yeah, we should put a fat ass on that. That is a very gay thought to have. Alright. We're supposed to do the teacher.
That's a quest, but we can do the missions that are on the chart. The quest is usually is like a solo thing.
Oh, okay. So what should I click next then?
When you go to Earth, you have all of the nodes. There's going to be one that's like blue blinking.
Oh yeah,
that's the next one. Yeah.
Lith. All right. After this mission, I have to do a brief stretch break. I just gotta go stretch for a second. Every couple hours, I have to stretch so that way I make sure my hips stay in their sockets. It's a whole thing.
Right, and no DVTs.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the ones that I'm sure everyone's very aware of.
Well,
everyone knows.
I have varicose vein because of my family history, and I have a heart condition that messes with my heart rate. POTS. Yeah, I think Jess, you can join after stretch break.
Yeah, of course. If Jess wants to join now, we can always invite her.
Okay.
Question mark?
Them? They, she, I believe, are Jess's pronouns.
She, they. Okay.
She, they. I got the order mixed up. Apologies, Jess. I knew it was those two. I just didn't know which one was primary and which one was secondary, so my brain got turned around. A Warframe cryopod. Okay. Aw, and look at the little mushroom guy. That's adorable. Alright, so Jess joined. Hi, Jess. I like the wings. Alright. I'm just activating bullet time and just flying through the air. Hey, I got a mod. It says pressure point plus 20% melee damage.
Oh yeah, pressure point's good.
It's a really pretty environment. Like, sometimes with console, things get really, like, crunched in the visuals, if you know what I mean.
I do, yeah.
And this game is really still holding up in terms of the prettiness.
Yeah, it's, for a, what is it now? 10, 15-year-old game, something like that, 10-year-old game. It's, it looks pretty nice.
Oh my lord, that guy got pulverized. I keep forgetting that their name are the Grenier. And I keep thinking of them as the dick out people.
Yeah, the dick. Those guys, the dick's out.
It's a party over here. I feel like the Grenier are the type to wear those, like, you know, the gay gray sweatpants.
Yes.
They're those type of people. It's like, why are you wearing the gray sweatpants? They're like, no reason, just for, like, aerodynamics. And they're like, sure. I mean, like, yeah, like... Oh, okay.
Select extract so we can finish the mission. And that one's unlocked. And you can come back and do all of these later. But part of the early game is just going through and playing all the missions on all the planets.
One of Noko's strongest moves is throwing your balls at people? Okay.
real.
All right, I'm gonna go do my little stretch break. I will be back in like just a second. Jess typically has like the ability to be in voice. So do we want to potentially have people in voice, or we want to keep it just us for now?
I'm open to it. It's it's
Okay.
not all. Yeah. I mean, as long as for me, the only thing is if it sounds pretty good, then that's all I care about.
Okay. All right. Jess, a test for your mic quality.
You have to impress me. No, I'm just kidding.
You must have a voice that I will like to clap to. Okay, and then let me real quick 1 second. I got streamer stuff to deal with. Why is there always so many notifications? All right, I'm gonna be right back. Chat, enjoy Qiyra. Qiyra is gonna still be here to keep away the loneliness. So,
I'm gonna lonely max you. You're gonna get more lonely while you're here, just for a little bit though. You'll be fine. Oh yeah, I probably need to be holding down my open mic thing, don't I? Let's see. I was gonna share a joke about the Grand Canyon, but it's a little bit too edgy. But Oh, also, like I was saying before, about DVTs. A DVT is a deep vein thrombosis, which is when you get a blood clot in your leg, and then the blood clot that's in your leg like shoots into another part of your body that's like more vital, like your lungs or your heart or something, and then you like stroke out or some crazy stuff, or like you have a bad time. And so if you are not doing this, you should be doing this. You should be standing up once an hour for about 5 to 10 minutes or so. Once every hour or two even is enough. 2 hours is probably good. It's really important to do this because it's also really good for your body to not be sitting all the time. But honestly, like, not a lot of people do this. If you are someone with a higher concentration of estrogen than others, this is more important for you because people with higher estrogen are more likely to get blood clots by a small percentage, but you are more at risk of this. So it's important, you get up and you do all of your stretches all at once, like, stretch your wrist, stretch your arm, your shoulders, stretch your back, and stretch out all of your legs. So like going up on your tiptoes is good. Anything that really like flexes your thigh muscles is really good for you because your thigh muscles will help move all of the blood out of all the different parts of your body. But yeah, that's the whole story on that one. I was just kind of being flippant earlier when I said everyone knows about DVTs because I know that everyone does not.
If I stretch too weird, I actually will sublocate a joint.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I have most likely Ehlers-Danlos, so me joints be funky. My cat is really still upset that I'm streaming. I've been having to deal with kitty anger this entire time. Oh yeah. That's what happens with pots. If I stand too quickly, I just fall over, like a Victorian woman.
You stand up too fast, and then all of a sudden you go into it just everything turns white.
Yes, 100%. My Fujitech broke once I switched, so I don't know what happened there. Let me
Yeah, I don't know.
There we go. If I just had to refresh it. All right, there.
Oh, my Fuji's gonna be so weird without context.
Jess, Jess, you're by default weird without context, so it's fine. Should be pretty obvious that no one's normal here. But yeah, Moaz, I've actually gone. I've lost vision before too from standing up. I've actually gone blind multiple times in my life. One time just from a growth spurt. I had a growth spurt and I lost vision in my eyes for 2 minutes.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If I stand up, I legitimately can go blind. So sometimes I'm just standing there because I can't see. My vision just blacks out.
I had something like that. I had so there's a medication I used to take. I forget exactly what it's called, but like a really, really small percentage of people will get this side effect from it where your eyes just stop reacting to light correctly. So like anytime the lighting would change in the room that I was, or if I went outside, it would immediately just go blindingly white, bright. Like I couldn't like adjust, or if you're going from outside to inside, I couldn't see anything because like the the way, you know, your pupils opening up and closing, it just would happen so slowly. It was it was
see.
really weird.
Yeah, I don't have that exact problem, but I actually, when I was little, not to get into the details, I actually suffered an eye injury, in my right eye, so it doesn't focus right. My left eye focuses normally, my right eye doesn't. So whenever I enter a difference in like light source, sometimes it causes an imbalance. So sometimes I'm just basically unable to see proper distances, or like the colors are too bright or whatever. It's because one eye is trying to catch up to the other.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I have glasses that literally are just for my right eye. My left eye doesn't need anything, so the glass in my glasses on the left side is fake. It does nothing. I could wear a monocle.
That's funny. I wish that monocles were easier to wear, but like having to squint the whole time to like hold it up, I don't know, it seems a little bit.
And also, no, you know, this is how my brain works. I'm just gonna be honest. Monocles are not productive if you want to be kissing your girlfriend. It's gonna fall off all the time.
Right.
I want to be able to see her.
True.
I do not want to be unable to behold the beauty of femininity because of my stupid eyeballs.
Okay, but how did people wear those in the first place? That's what I've always wondered.
So the way you wear a monocle is you essentially just pretend that you're British and you want to steal someone's country.
Yeah. You like put it on top of like in your eye socket, and then you have to like squint with the cheek and like the eyebrow onto it.
It's funny you make that joke, considering I believe I'm the only British person in the VC.
Yeah, I made that joke knowing you were here, Jess. That was targeted.
To make it a bit better, I'm half Scottish, half English. I hate the English half.
Yeah, you get to at least say, hey, I have some Scotch genes, so it's not all my fault. I didn't steal all the artifacts. There's actually a new game that came out. I've been interested in playing it, but sadly my PC can't run it, I don't think. It's called Relooted, and you play a group of people from, I forget which country, but country in Africa. Basically stealing artifacts back from stupid white people museums, and I'm like, that is amazing.
I heard about this.
Yeah.
It looks really fun.
It does. I sadly do not have a computer that can run it. If I can find a console version, then I can run it. I stream on my girlfriend's old PC, so essentially almost no game runs on it. Even Repo kind of struggles.
Enjoy 200% more weapon damage.
Yay!
Yay! So Jess is just...
I wouldn't be able to defeat these enemies without the 200 weapon damage.
Yeah, no, we'd be completely screwed. Jess is just giving us all inflation. We all know, you know, Google inflation.
Oh yeah, not to mention Milko's Bright Bloom gives the added ability strength too, so I'm contributing.
Oh yeah, now it's the 367.
367.
Sit.
6, 7.
Yeah, God.
Kanye Gaming.
Oh,
Jump scare.
God. Every time I hear 6-7, I realize that I am getting older and that I don't understand everything anymore.
Have any of you seen the interview clip where it's Adam Sandler talking to Ariana Grande? And he has no idea what 6-7 means. So he was talking about during a shoot that they had to do like 6 or 7 takes. And the camera instantly cuts to Ariana Grande, and for a split second you just see fear in her eyes. See it.
That's so hilarious.
Because she composes herself really well, but like her eyes and her eyebrows, all you see is fear for like a second. Because Adam Sandler just keeps talking. He doesn't stop to like focus because he has no clue.
For me, it's compounded because I was homeschooled, so I don't even have my own generation's like references on lock either. So I know almost none of it. I've learned, fun fact, I've learned most of my like cultural knowledge through fan fiction.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
That makes sense.
Reading raunchy lesbian fan fiction has taught me most of my references. So.
Well, just so you know, 6-7 it's just a line in a song, and it's the height of a basketball player.
Oh,
That's the whole thing. That's it.
I thought it was something else for some reason. Hello. Here's another thing Jade can do. Fly.
Fly, you fool.
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of frames that can fly. There's Titania, Jade, Uriel, sorry, Wukong.
Urethra.
There's a few others.
Wukong. That's a fun name. I know there's a game named Wukong as well.
Wait, Wukong can I don't know that I consider that flying, is it? Because you go like it's like fast.
I mean,
through
like
the
he turns into a
platform.
cloud, and then he can like fly around like Titania. It's a bit weird.
I mean, if you kick someone down the stairs, they're technically flying briefly. So.
True. Okay. All right. I like that logic. I'll take that.
We're falling with style.
As someone who's fallen down over 12 stairs in my lifespan, I know about brief flight.
I'd really like to know what it feels like to be a bird. I feel like it would be really fun to like experience that, just like life through the perspective of a bird's eye, just for like one day, you know?
That would be cool. Do you know how birds are light enough to fly?
Oh, isn't it
Hollow
something to
bones.
do with their bones are weird?
Yep, their bones are hollow.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're going to E prime. Do I have to click it? There you go. E prime. That's what I call my injection each week. That's definitely how I should tell my girlfriend whenever she does my injection. I should be like, "Are you gonna do the E prime?"
Nice.
Nice.
Priming the. Someone in my TikTok chat said, "Hollow bone theory. Birds can fly because the Earth is flat."
Well, fun fact: certain birds, the reason they can migrate is they actually have magnetic materials inside their brain. And their skull, and they basically orient with the magnetic poles of the Earth, and that's how they know north and south.
I heard that cats have that as well, kind of.
Yeah. A lot of animals have tools like that, actually. It's funny because humans don't actually have a lot of tools like that. Our main tool is just the fact that we got big brain. Like, that's our main thing. Big brain
and like color differentiation.
Mm-hmm. And hands. The big thing for us is hands. When you grip Booba, you are taking advantage of billions of years of evolution that have made us able to do things that a lot of species can't. And it's basically just, we got thumbs. That's why the minimum number of viable digits for an alien is actually 3. Because you need 2 fingers and a thumb, and that's the minimum number you need to actually operate machinery. And therefore be able to do
prison school where, like, one second.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of prison school before.
Yeah, prison school. Already a weird-ass anime. But there is a line in it where it is, they're basically having to ask, or no, a teacher is like giving them the question of what is better, boobs or ass. And the main character goes into this whole monologue that ass is better because as like evolving from monkeys like crawling around on all fours, the ass was the thing we were following after. But when becoming upright and like feminine people got breasts, it was there as a substitute or like a fake ass. That is generally, and like
that's funny.
The head teacher actually accepted that as the answer because he was an ass man.
I mean, if you think about it, it's just all orbs. It's just, is it orbs attached to front or orbs attached to back with different
Circle
functions?
has power.
Look, if it can jiggle, I'm happy.
I agree personally that thighs are better a little bit. I'm a thigh boob.
You may be able to jiggle, but can you fold?
I hate that.
I think thighs are great because, you know, pillow. I have thick thighs thanks to estrogen, and I'm very grateful for it. But yeah, man. No, it's just different composition. That's actually one of the biggest myths about boobs, is most people think they're all mostly fat, and in reality, they're actually not. It's a combination of fat, lymph nodes, a little bit of muscle, and then milk production related cells. So it's a combination of like 3 to 4 different things. The fat content in boobs is actually not always the highest. The reason that boobs have lymph nodes is because when a baby is first born, your body mixes in certain basically antivirals and anti-infection elements into the early milk, and it's actually a special type of milk, so that way the baby's immune system can onboard while it's brand new to the world. So that's why when you get sick, your boobs will sometimes ache. It's because the lymph nodes inside your boobs are actually swelling up, just like they do in your neck.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Why is this just the average conversation whenever anyone's just playing any game?
Because I'm a scientist of a particular variety.
We're just committing casual manslaughter while you're over here talking about like, yeah, so this is why boobs exist.
I think so far, Wolfie, Warframe's been fun. A lot of missions I haven't seen anybody, so I'm getting to do a lot of like scenery. I'm getting to like really enjoy the view. It's a very pretty game, so I'm not upset that I'm just basically vibing. I'm just like, oh, look at all these pretty things.
I'm now playing as Dante, a very support-based Warframe. Do you see how you now have got a blue section of health?
Yeah.
That is called Overguard.
Oh, nice.
That basically means that you can't be stunned, you can't be hit by like any status effects.
Oh.
Stuff like that. You can't be knocked over. Basically, you are basically unbeatable until that health goes down.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Thank you, Jess.
Also, make a bunch of birds fly around me that hit enemies and distract them. I
Hell
can give
yeah.
you a funny book that actually floats beside you.
I love that funny book.
Yeah, I see that you
Anytime
gave
you
me.
fire, it will fire a page at enemies.
Grineer are on the way.
I see you gave me the anxious lesbian book. It's a guide of how to talk to women. That's what the title says.
We both know I wouldn't have that book.
I know you wouldn't. But we can pretend. This is a sci-fi universe for a reason.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, this could be a reality where you do get bitches. Sorry, Jess and I have been friends for a while, so we tease each other quite a bit. I remember one time I was talking to someone and they're being like really like kind of a dick about like how they were better at video games than me. And I legitimately, it's the only time I've ever done this in my life. I literally just pulled out the, I have a girlfriend and you don't, so I don't care if I'm good at video games.
Nice.
Honestly, yeah.
Only time I've ever done that, and it did shut them up, so it did work. I love how it just skips to the extract points, like you're taking too long to walk.
You'll get the hang of the movement soon enough.
I will say I have gotten a couple mods, but I do not know what they do.
Yeah. Before you can equip mods, you're gonna need to do the teacher quest. It's good
Okay.
to just kind of get used to, the flow of the game first, and then probably do the teacher quest before you leave Earth and start the next planet.
Yeah, because the teacher goes before you get to Venus, and Venus is all Corpus, and they give you mods for the Corpus.
Oh, okay. Also, fun fact, I know one of the planets in this game is Uranus. I always laugh about how much people mispronounce that planet's name, because it is technically Uranus. That is the actual pronunciation.
I
Most
didn't
people
know that.
say Uranus.
I mean, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's a Roman word.
You know who else has seen Uranus?
Oh,
I love that got
The-
confirmation. All I heard was
All of China has seen Uranus.
I'm gonna
God.
miss my Chinese spy on TikTok.
Oh my gosh, I miss them so much.
I typically walk around my apartment naked, so if you can see into my apartment, you typically are getting a full show. I don't know how many people have been able to look up to the 5th floor, but if they can, they can.
You just do it intentionally. Stand by the window on purpose. That way, it can't happen on accident.
I often am forgetting I will say the one thing that is a little clunky in this game, and I'm not super flaming it because I understand a console can be hard to get all the buttons to fit, is to do any of my abilities, I have to hold the button and then press, which makes it a little, sometimes I just forget to press any of my abilities.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because it's technically 2 button presses, which it's fine. I'll get used to it. These guys all got their weens out.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
Why are they trying to fight us? They could all be having a good time at a gay club. They're all prepped for it.
Not really.
Not
like-
really.
They're like clones of clones of clones of clones of clones of clones of clones. They literally have a thing called clone rot. They're not doing well.
Yeah, but
They don't
I
have
don't
much of
know.
a thought in their heads.
I feel
Not
like at a club, at a gay club, they people would be like, this is a little weird guy, and I want to take him home. People like a little weird guy that has clone rot.
I have respect
True.
for like 2 Grineer. There are only 2 Grineer I honestly respect.
It's like, yeah,
And one of them, their
I
name
think
is
the
just
queen is
Planet.
kind of cool.
the queen.
Yeah,
course the
I don't
Queen is
respect
cool.
the Queen.
Yeah.
No. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're the leader of the Grineer, who is an enemy faction. That's enough already.
I like them.
Look,
I think she's kind of cute.
it's okay if you think that the enemy
fair?
faction leader is kind of cute, because I mean, like, look how people reacted to Lady Demetrice. Do you think them being the enemy ever has stopped any human from being like, me want?
Yeah, in that
true.
degree, yes, but
I'm in, Tenno.
in the general idea of liking them, no.
Okay, but if we're talking about those type of people, you should definitely see Major Rusalka, I believe her name is.
Yeah, yeah.
My cat wants me to throw his pencil because he's upset that I'm paying attention to people other than him.
What?
Funny book.
He plays
I thought you were
fetch.
paying attention to your cat this whole time instead of us.
I'm trying to
What?
do both. I'm multitasking.
Still working on it. Continue to
Come
defend.
on.
My cat's just laid right next to me and watching.
Yeah, no, the second my cat sees me pull out my stream mic, he starts to get upset because he thinks it means I'm taking time away from him. So he plays fetch.
It's a well-documented issue with this cat, yeah.
Yeah. So he plays fetch. So the second he sees the stream mic comes out, he starts grabbing pencils even if he's tired because he's like, you will pay attention to me and you will play fetch with me. Sometimes I mess up my games. The other pieces I've mentioned before that they sometimes mess up on like gaming inputs because the cat needs attention. The little baby.
We like the pudgy little baby cats.
Yep, he's 6 pounds, can't jump, and has asthma.
I used to know someone who had a like 18-pound cat.
Oh,
I think it
damn.
was.
That's a chonker.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly. My first thought was 14, but that might be a little bit more realistic.
That's too reasonable. We gotta go to 18.
Yeah. It's got to be fake.
I mean, most of the things on the internet are these days, so...
Oh, by the way, a good thing to idly be doing during missions is basically going to like every nook and cranny you can and opening and like breaking open crates and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just for loot and resources.
I've been mostly just trying to remember what my buttons do, but yes, I have been occasionally grabbing loot.
Yeah.
Also, I think Mag like auto picks stuff up because I haven't ever had to interact with anything.
Yes, that's Mag's passive ability. You have a loot vacuum already without having to do it in modding.
Okay.
Huh.
So I am just the queen of suck. This is perfect.
Yes. Once you get a
yeah.
companion, you'll mod that on. But until then, it's good that you have Mag.
Yeah, because I often forget to press buttons. So queen of suck is great. All right. So let me 1 second. Cat is currently rubbing his wet chin on my thigh because he's upset that I stopped throwing his pencil. He will literally go douse his face in water and then come over and rub it on me until I pay attention to him. Because he knows I'll notice my leg getting wet. And I'm like, thanks, buddy.
Oh, cute.
Who's this guy? Dude, who turned your head into a tortilla bowl?
He's a burrito bowl.
Have you ever had Mexican fried ice cream?
relatable.
Where they like fry the tortilla bowl?
Yeah.
That's what his head looks like.
Yeah, I have. It's so good. Oh my gosh.
It is. Alright. Mission tasks. So how do I start the mission? Because they played a cinematic, which was cool. But where do I click it to go? How do I launch it? Oh my lord. Okay, 1 second. Gotta throw pencil for kitty. God. I'm gonna sound like an old woman, old man for a second. We live in an attention-based economy. My cat wants attention. My chat needs attention. The game needs attention. In the old days, you could just sit at a desk and punch in your computer stuff. I used to actually have a basic... I used to have an office job, actually. When I was 16, I worked for the federal government. And most of my job was not talking to people. It was sitting at a desk. My dad had lost his job. And he was basically complaining about how it was impossible to get a job. Blah, blah, blah. And I saw a job on the usajobs.gov for a administrative assistant for the Department of Homeland Security. This is when I was like 16, when there was when Obama was still in office. And so I told my dad, I was like, I'm gonna get a job and you aren't. And so I applied as basically just to fuck him. And I got the job. And I worked there up until I was, what, 20? And then I quit because when I came out as trans, they were weird about it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not... I also, you guys are weird about a lot of stuff, and I did not really enjoy it, so I peaced out. That was my first ever job. I worked part-time at the government, and nice. I was full-time at the at school, and I was also helping my mom run a business because she can't handle anything for herself. Lord knows why. I was a very exhausted person back then because I had like 12 responsibilities that all took up a lot of hours. Somehow I passed all my classes.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did that.
High school energy, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Teenagers, how they can do more. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and also my disabilities get worse each year, but back then it was not as bad as it is now, so.
Yeah, I remember my first job was actually as a costumed entertainer for a children's band. It was terrible. It was horrible. It was the worst job I've ever done.
Oh god.
But it was also kind of fun watching all the kids like get excited.
My first job was working as a kitchen porter, which is basically just a dishwasher,
Ooh.
in the golf course owned by a certain orange.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Honestly, the workers there I had no issue with. They're all very nice. This is also before I was opening out as being trans. But like, I only lasted in there for a month. It was like tail end of COVID. Actually, slap bang in the middle of COVID. It was my first ever job, and especially after a year of just lazing about the house doing nothing, because you know, I just had to quit at one point, and it was just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
no, it makes
the people
sense.
I worked with there were very nice. There was one guy that he never said anything that was off, but you know when you just get an off vibe about someone? Like, said nothing that could have been weird, didn't have a tone of voice that was weird, it was just an instinctual. You're not passing the vibe check.
I feel like that's a solid thing. I think that humans especially are really good at that sort of pattern recognition. I don't like it when I hear people say that about like animals and pets and stuff like that. Like, oh, my dog always knows who's a good and bad person. Like, I don't know. Sometimes animals are a little bit less reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, actually, what they found in their studies is that dogs are not picking up on if a person is good or bad. What they're picking up on is they're picking up on their owner's innate signals and essentially reinterpreting it back for us. So basically, they're just they're copying us. So if your intuition says someone isn't the right vibe, your dog is probably going to be like, well, my person thinks this is off, so I think this is off. That's typically...
That makes a little bit more sense.
Also, someone in your chat mentioned very important people. Dropout is amazing.
See, I don't have
Oh,
Dropout.
yeah.
Seeing so many clips online, like,
Well, they
mainly
encourage
just
account
randomly
sharing.
Mulligan compilations.
So if you ever want to steal from us, we can figure that out.
Pretty sure that was Qiyra that said very important person.
I didn't know that it was the Dropout does that.
Yeah, Dropout literally says, share your account, we don't care. Tortilla Bowl just knocked me out.
Yeah, Tortilla Bowl will do that. I think Tortillas just kind of are a little bit. He's a little bit of a mean guy. I know why,
in a tough
but
love kind of way. Like, he wants to see you be the best you can be.
Oh, so he's the type of kid that pushes
Be the best.
kid down the stairs to make them tougher, quote unquote.
No,
Kind of.
he's the kind of dad who throws their kid into a river and just says swim.
Oh, great. My dad did that.
I've heard that that like newborn babies are able to float. They're just
Yes.
like instinctively.
Most people are actually able to naturally float.
Also, a fun thing I've heard. You've heard of like found family and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, the vibe between Teshin and Lotus is like found divorce. They've
Found
never been married.
divorce.
They've never been romantically entwined in any way, shape, or form at all. But their vibe together is like a already divorced couple.
I've never heard that, but that's so real.
Yeah, well, Dad just handed me a gun and told me to shoot him in the face, so...
Yeah.
This is weird parenting.
Both of them think they know what's best for you, but both of them are kind of fucked up in so many ways.
Texas parenting, though, is like, at a young age, telling your kid, like, this is a gun. Okay, I shot Dad
I really
enough.
like the. Oh, nice, good job. Shoot Dad some more, actually. Like honestly, he deserves it.
Okay, now he's calling me
here's a one-liner
modless.
for you.
Why is he... One second. Milta, what are you doing? There's nothing with my skirt. You do not need to try and burrow in it. 1 second. I have your bag of pencils, see? This is what you want? Alright. Alright. Hear that? Yeah? Alright, I'm back. Sorry. I had to do negotiations.
You never negotiate with terrorists, okay? Oh, Spike. Cian says to give back their top hat. Oh, they lost. Whoops.
I think they're on the run now. So I'm looking in the market right now, and there's a color palette being sold for a single credit.
Oh yeah. There should be. What's that
Shamrock.
one for? The Lunar?
As Shamrock, so it must be something else.
Isn't St. Patrick's Day coming up?
I guess so.
I don't really know when that is. Honestly, like this year especially, I've just been like, oh, suddenly it's a holiday. Wow, fantastic. It's like my first year on the planet.
Oh, he's telling me this is simple and even a kid could do it. If
Yeah,
I
no.
struggle with mods later, Teshin, I'm gonna have words with you.
It's complicated. I like over the years. Here's my understanding is if you have a bunch of mods that are good, like they have like large bonuses, just combine all the different ones that are supposed to buff the stats differently than all the other ones. Like we were talking before, like you don't want to do anything that's like the same kind of bonus. So if you're doing weapon damage, you don't want to stack them. You want to just do like weapon damage and then shoot faster.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of a good principle to go by is if you have a bunch of good mods that add a stat that you want, but they don't add the same stat as another mod. It'll make more sense later.
That makes some sense. Oh. The Corpus guys are just walking off the bridge.
Oh yeah, how to describe a Corpus? Hyper-capitalists.
Yeah, they're like
They literally worship money.
Oh, so they're just pro-American.
No.
It's even more.
No.
It's even the more.
As in their way of saying God bless you is saying for profit.
Honestly,
it's quite
Do
literally
this for profit.
honestly, I could see that
like
happening. in
profit
our
as like
future.
a entity.
I could see that happening in the future for America.
Growth and profit. Profit.
If there are two Grenier I respect, there is one Corpus I respect. When he shows up in a so much far later quest for like one section, and then you never see him again. I don't
Yeah,
know.
wasn't that guy a little bit more prominent earlier in the game, but then they kind of like gutted his whole character over the years.
No. New War.
Oh, okay, yeah. Got you. Wait, well, yeah, they're later. Yeah, they're in the game. In the camp.
He lived.
We might be thinking of different people. Oh,
the
Basil
Corpus.
R. No, never mind. I'm thinking of the Australian guy.
Oh yeah, that's also what Venus is. Venus is Space Australia. Also, I love the shift in the three art styles we have.
Yep,
Like we
Yeah.
have what looks like a talking modem,
that's me. Yep.
the most insane little keyboard. And I can't. How would I describe your art style? It's like very.
It is 1930s lounge singer is the vibe.
Yeah,
of
like
3D tech.
pin-up kind of drawings, right?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
golden age of
Yeah,
comics.
That's what the person is. That's their style.
Oh,
Yeah, like it's the old Archie airbrushed look. Escape with the mod. Okay, I'm gonna take this Twitch mod to safety. They can be cringe in peace. I love everyone
Don't worry,
who is a
kitten.
mod, but we all agree that being mod in a streamer is cringe, and that is okay.
Don't worry, kitten. You'll be safe.
Exactly. Put them in the backpack, whisper in their ear, tell them they're being good.
I'll take you back to my server.
We got
Hearing Kitten brings up a horrific TikTok I saw
God.
where it was this girl just setting up someone to duet her. Where she's like, but Daddy, I love him, and gestures off to the side. And the worst duet I saw of it was just, but Daddy, I love him. Guy walks into frame. Kitten, we ran out of lube again. We're gonna have to use garlic butter.
Oh. Wait, actually, you know, okay,
It wouldn't
you know
work.
what?
It would not work. You don't want that down there.
No, you don't want that. But you want to know a fun fact, actually? I believe it's the Greeks.
Hmm.
The Greeks used olive oil. Olive oil can be used in
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
not garlic butter, but olive oil. Yes, technically that can work.
As a general rule,
Which part-
don't put any food down there.
Olive oil works
Which
for
part would be the
for,
bad part? The garlic or the butter?
The
Yes.
garlic, because
Yes.
because garlic has like a certain things that can cause that cause it to have that slight spicy flavor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I see. See, this is also why you always wash your hands and scrub under your nails.
Yep. All of this might be apocryphal,
What?
but actually,
You're supposed to wash your hands too?
there was actually an herb that was proven to be a contraceptive, and the Greeks were such frequent well-known freaks that they made the herb literally go extinct.
That kind of sucks for us, though.
All right, I'm supposed to do applied learning. This guy is just cradling like a little book while he talks to me. It's like, is that his comfort book? His comfort ledger?
Yes.
Oh no, that's
Oh, yeah.
the funny coin man.